Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn my post notifications on so you won't miss any of my videos. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some healthy breakfasts that I've been loving recently. And they're all super quick and easy, affordable. You can find everything at your local grocery store. So comment down below if you guys liked any of these breakfasts or if you plan on trying them, just let me know. And let's get into the video. For my omelet, I'm using half a cup of egg whites, 1 egg, a little bit of butter to grease the pan, some tomato slices, an avocado, some mushrooms, some spinach, and some cheese to put inside. Starting out, I'm just taking my egg and cracking it into my bowl, and then I'm adding some egg whites. I'm using half a cup. And now I'm just gonna whisk it all together and add in some salt and pepper for flavor. I have all my fillings set out so they'll be ready to go, and all I need to do now is just grease my pan with butter and then pour in the mix. While my omelet's still setting, I'm throwing in all the fillings. Now I'm taking my spatula and I'm gently easing up the edges so it'll be able to flip over. Once the omelet feels solid enough, then you can just flip it over and you're all done. My omelet looks perfect. And I topped it with some avocado, and now I'm ready to enjoy. For the chia seed cereal, I'm using frosted mini wheats because this is one of my favorites, and it has 5 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber, so it's really good for you as far as cereal goes. And almond milk, you can use soy milk, coconut milk, or any dairy milk, whatever you normally drink is fine. And then I like my bananas with a little bit of brown to them. And then the chia seeds, these are a really good source of omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, fiber, iron, and calcium, and they have protein. So these are just always a good idea to throw into cereal, oatmeal, smoothies, stuff like that. The serving size for the cereal is 25 pieces, so I just roughly just kind of guesstimate when I'm pouring it in. I like drenching my cereal in milk so it gets the flavor, and then I drink the rest of it afterwards. And I'm just using a tablespoon of the chia seeds. After mixing it all together, this is what the finished product looks like. And yes, it looks like there's little ants swimming in my cereal, but I promise you it's super good and super good for you. Instead of using actual toast, I use an English muffin. This one is light multigrain and it's only 100 calories. It has 4 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber, so that's really awesome. So that's why I use this over bread. So obviously, what's avocado toast without an avocado? So you'll need that, an egg. This is my everything but the bagel seasoning, the off-brand bagel not included. Some crushed red pepper, it's optional. Actually, I forgot to use it, and sriracha sauce. To start out, I'm going to cut my English muffin in half, and then depending on how hungry you are, you can do the whole thing or just half. Today I just wanted half. And my oven is already on broil, and I'm just going to set my timer for 2 minutes and then check on it afterwards to see how toasted it is. Actually had it in there about 5 minutes and then I decided it was ready. I like it crispy on the edges. I've been really into making poached eggs recently, so I have my pot with water and I'm putting the burner on high so that it can boil. Once my water starts boiling, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I usually forget this step so my water overflows, so I made sure not to forget this time. This looks really awkward, I know, but I don't have one of those convenient pouches for your eggs that you use. So I'm transferring it from my ladle to the water so that way it's somewhat contained. Then I'm coming over to my timer and setting it for 2 minutes because that's how long I like it to cook because I like my egg runny. My timer just went off, so now I'm moving it off the burner and then I'm transferring it to the sink so I can dump out the water. Make sure you're really careful because you can definitely lose the egg super easily. So I'm going really slow and then I'm going to scoop it out when I get most of the water out with my ladle. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to make sure most of the water is out so the egg stops cooking because I like my eggs a certain way, and then that way it'll be easier to get it out with the ladle because the egg's super delicate. Once it's out, I transfer it to a paper towel to soak up some of the water, put some salt and some pepper on it and just let it sit for a while, and then I start on the avocado. First, I'm just cutting my avocado in half, and yes, I'm just using a regular knife because these aren't that hard to cut open. I divided my avocado up into sections because I usually only eat a third of the avocado because avocado is good for you and healthy. However, you just have to make sure you manage your portions because it is a fat. Yes, it's a healthy fat, but it's also pretty high in calories. I'm adding in some pepper and some salt and my everything but the bagel seasoning, and then it's time to mix. Now for the finishing touch, I'm just adding on some sriracha sauce. Here's my super yummy avocado toast with a twist. Put some sriracha sauce on top because that gives it that extra kick. Also, spicy stuff helps boost your metabolism, so that's another added benefit for that. For our protein pancakes, you'll just need half a cup of oats, 2 eggs, and half a cup of cottage cheese. And then for the toppings, the rest is totally up to you. Today I'm using sugar-free syrup, whipped cream, and strawberries and blueberries. You'll also need some butter or some cooking spray to grease your pan, and then a dash of salt. First, I'm starting by cracking both of my eggs into my bowl and then adding half a cup of cottage cheese and mixing it all together. I know this might look a little weird and gross right now, but I promise you when it's done, it's super yummy and super healthy, and you won't even be able to tell that there's any cottage cheese in there. And now we just blend until there's absolutely no chunks whatsoever in the mixture. So more or less the batter should look something like this. I'm turning my stove on medium-high and greasing my pan. And then while I was making this, I was inspired to add a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon flavor to it. So just a dash of cinnamon. Once the pan gets hot, you're just going to pour the pancakes on, and I just try and stay in the center of the pancake just so it can be as perfect as possible. Then once you see a little air bubble start to pop up and open, then that's when you know your pancake is almost ready. So you want to check it. And then you're just going to continue until you run out of batter. This recipe makes about 3 to 4 pancakes, so it's perfect for one serving. And now it's time to add the toppings. I'm using some cut up strawberries and some blueberries today. I'm kind of impressed. This looks pretty. And now it's time for some syrup. I like to drench my pancakes in syrup. And I would put more, but I barely have any left. For the finishing touch, I'm just adding a little bit or a lot of whipped cream. And we're all done. For the last breakfast, you'll need 1 sweet potato, 1 medium to small banana, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Starting with the sweet potato, I'm laying it out on a paper towel, grabbing a fork, and I'm just poking a bunch of holes in it to prep it for the microwave. That's done. I'm just wrapping it up in the paper towel and placing it in the microwave, and you should do about 8 to 10 minutes. Mine only took 8 minutes to get soft. After the 8 minutes, I checked on it and it was really hot, but it was ready. So be careful not to burn yourself. Once it's safely out of the microwave, we just unwrap it and grab a knife and then cut it in half and put 1 to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and it should just melt inside the sweet potato, and put some bananas on top and a tablespoon of chia seeds. And lastly, I decided to add a drizzle of honey and some cinnamon to top it off. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I just want to put a little disclaimer out there and say that I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian. I've just made these meals based on my research through Google and what I found works for me. So if you guys found these helpful, then just give this video a thumbs up or leave something in the comments. I'm going to be posting the estimated calories based on the meals that I made in this video in the description. So obviously it depends on your portion size and what kind of products you're using and what kind of variations you make. So that's going to be there for you guys, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, want to see more like this, what have you. And I'll see you guys in my next video.